Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the longest running superhero role playing game on Earth, also known as the Continuum Chronicles. As always, I'm your host, Chris Kent, the Game Master, or GM for short. And I don't know if the microphone will pick this up or not, but I'm starting to get sick and lose my voice. So you're going to have to bear with me. I apologize that my voice sounds weird. Um, this happens every now and again. And so I'm going to try to record the next three videos here in a row, and then I will upload them through the week for the rest of the week. At any rate, so this adventure was inspired by the X-Men six-player arcade game made by Konami back in 1992. Um, and if you haven't checked out those earlier videos about this subject, I'll put the link below so you can check them out first. Otherwise, this won't make much sense. So all that said, let's dive in. Previously on X-Men, Magneto kidnapped Kitty and Professor X and took them to Island M. The X-Men went there, fought countless villains, and saved Kitty. Now it's time to find the professor. So when we get into the main plot of today's adventure, after Kitty is taken to the Blackbird, the X-Men continue their search for Professor Xavier. They're attacked by a new kind of Sentinel that has a green torso and white limbs, as well as more Hulkbuster Sentinels firing rockets at the heroes. The X-Men defeat them and continue on when they trigger one of the assimilated island's self-defense systems. Hidden below fake rocks are these platforms that rise up, revealing flamethrowers. Since the weather has died down some, it's safe for Colossus to activate his body of metal again. So he's fire resistant now. He smashes these weapons before they can singe his fellow mutants. They keep going and walk onto a square patch of land that lowers quickly. The further the rocky ground sinks, the more the X-Men can see the walls around them have been assimilated by Nimrod's mechanical forces. A door opens and White Queen steps out. But this isn't Emma Frost, the former White Queen. This is an alien who was given her powers and appearance by outside forces. The new White Queen welcomes the X-Men to their doom, and Wolverine charges, claws out. He slashes her several times, doing enough damage that he would have turned Emma Frost into thin-sliced lunch meat. But this alien White Queen has tougher flesh that resists Wolverine's attacks. So while she has taken a little damage, she's still going strong. The X-Men dogpile her, and she uses a telekinetic blast on them. Once she's defeated, a bunch of drones fly out of a hole in the wall, launching green grenades at the X-Men. Colossus tries to shield his friends, while Storm creates a tornado to get the grenades away from them. With no other direction to go, the X-Men move further down onto this level, where two more of those yellow sleds show up, carrying Hulkbuster Sentinels. They are accompanied by the pink and silver Sentinels, too. The robots all attack the heroes and start to whittle down their hit points. This goes on for a long while, and the X-Men are shocked at just how many Sentinels there are. They fight their way further down this path they're on and reach a shocking sight. It's Master Mold. He's a mobile Sentinel factory, and these new Sentinels are actually emerging from him. And also here are more of these aliens who have the powers and appearance of Earth villains. In this case, they look like Bonebreaker of the Reavers, but there's a ton of them. The X-Men are confused by this and have no idea why there are so many Bonebreakers. Nightcrawler says something about Nimrod assimilating people, but it doesn't really make any sense since these guys all have the exact same face. Nonetheless, the heroes defeat everyone here except for Master Mold, who gets away. Before the X-Men can do anything about that, they're attacked by an alien version of the Juggernaut. And this guy is every bit the problem his Earth counterpart ever was. In addition to having all the classic Juggernaut powers, he's also carrying a cartoonishly huge cannon on his shoulder. Juggernaut shoots Colossus with the gun on his shoulder, and the heroes dogpile him on their turn. Storm thinks about trying to use air control to deprive the villain of oxygen, but knows it could hurt her team too, so she holds action. On Juggy's turn, he charges, knocking heroes aside and trampling others. This fight lasts forever, and half the X-Men are knocked out before they finally take Juggernaut down. The X-Men rescue Professor Xavier, and he leads them down a path. But it turns out this isn't Xavier at all. It's Mystique. And what she's leading them into is a trap. Yet again, the floor gives out beneath them, and the X-Men find themselves in the bowels of Island M. That was it for this game session. We had a good time playing it. I hope you had a good time listening. If so, smash the like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.